Kansas City Chiefs preseason football is here. Today, we will go over 5 players I will have my eyes on in the Jacksonville Jaguars game. Now with that, let's cut the chit chat and let's have some fun. Chiefs Kingdom, we are here. We are less than 24 hours away until we see our Kansas City Chiefs hit a football field again. You can smell it in the air. Football season is back. And that means my live streams are back. I already have it scheduled on the channel as I will be going live as the Chiefs take on the Jacksonville Jaguars for preseason play week 1. It'll be my play-by-play reaction. So please be sure to notify yourself so you don't miss out on that stream. Hit that thumbs up to get that engagement going. And we're just going to have a good time to get ourselves underway. Now today, I'm going to go through 5 players who I will have my eyes heavily zoned on in that game. So let's kick this list off. At number 5, I got Carson Wentz. And I don't feel like his job is in jeopardy. He will be the Kansas City Chiefs backup quarterback. And if all else goes right, he won't see the field in 2024. So what better place than to watch him play 3 preseason games, because he is a fun, exciting player. And if you go to like 2017 and 2018, he was an MVP caliber quarterback. Now, I'm excited to see what he does because there is no question that when Carson Wentz hits the football field, good or bad, it's always interesting. He always has something up his sleeves and always has something for the fans to get on the edge of their seat and wonder what happens next. I want to see what his arm is about. I want to see what his playmaking ability is about. And I just want to see him play some good quarterback football out there. At number 4, I had one guy listed, but this is going to be off the top of my head right now. We're going to go for a 2-for-1 special. I started with Sky Moore, but let's throw Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney together in this bunch. And my eyes are going to be heavily zoned in on both of these players because they're fighting for that final wide receiver roster spot. You best believe it. And also, they need to play good in preseason as well because they can be a trade block candidate if other teams are going to try to vie to add roster depth. It always happens in the preseason. The reason why I started with Sky Moore is because I feel if anyone's going to be more of a roster lock, it's going to be him. And he's had a first 2 years of disappointment. I want to see what he can do on a football field. I really believe he can do something, definitely at the slot position, but he's got to prove himself in preseason. And then we've heard the rumors in camps with Kadarius Toney where he's tried out at running back. He's still playing wide receiver. Let's see what packages the Chiefs unrevealed during preseason for him. But nonetheless, both these boys need to make plays because they're going to be fighting for a Chiefs roster spot and maybe a different team roster spot as well when they become a trade candidate. From here on out, we focusing on the rookies, and I really love the Kansas City Chiefs rookie class. Number 3, we're going to the defensive side of the ball, and we zoning in on Jaden Hicks. And I feel like we're going to hear his name a lot in the preseason, starting with the starters and definitely playing with the backups as well. We're going to see him in so many different packages, and I just want to see what this dude's all about. He may be the steal of the Kansas City Chiefs draft class, and that may not be the last time I say this in this video, but I just have a feeling he's going to make a name for himself in preseason to where once week 1 comes around the corner, we may see Spags dial up some plays for him, but he's a hard hitter. He's a playmaker. He's a ball hawk, and I have a feeling he's going to make a play against Jacksonville where Chiefs Kingdom's like, okay, we have another player on the defensive side of the ball. I'm anxious to see what Jaden Hicks is all about. At number 2, you know I couldn't leave the Kansas City Chiefs first round pick off this list. Let's zone in on Xavier Worthy. And I really believe it would be great to see the Kansas City Chiefs' first offensive possession, Patrick Mahomes come out with them boys, and he just tries to take a deep shot and find Xavier Worthy. He's been doing that all in camp, and I really believe preseason is an F-it type of game, and that's what Mahomes will try to test, is my deep ball and get it out there. I'm not going to be shocked whatsoever if he tries to find Worthy, Hollywood Brown, or Rashee Rice, McCole Hardman, any of them boys. I believe Mahomes is going to stretch the field, and I believe we're going to get an early dose of Xavier Worthy. And of course, I believe we'll see him on special teams as well, but I want to see that 4-2-1 speed in action. I want to see our first round pick play, and I want to see what he's all about as well. And my number 1 guy. Remember I said when we talked about Jaden Hicks that he could be the steal of the draft? I could label Jared Wiley that same thing as well. It's going to be interesting to see going into 2024 what Coach Reed has for Jared Wiley. You can put him anywhere and try to get that big boy the football. And I really believe it's funny. A lot of people don't zone in on preseason football. But my first memories of a lot of players are in preseason. I remember when Patrick Mahomes threw a 70-yard pass to Tyreek Hill against the Atlanta Falcons. I remember when Travis Kelce, I believe, had his first touchdown against the Cincinnati Bengals that felt like it went for 80 yards. It wasn't that long. It was probably like 50 or 60. But those first impressions are key. And I feel like Jared Wiley could do the same thing against the Jacksonville Jaguars or any other two preseason games. But I'm excited to see this big body receiver out there because that's what he is. He's a tight end, but he is huge. He is a behemoth. And I want to see him going up against some of these grown boys and seeing how defenses cover him and how he moves as a receiver, how he moves as a tight end, and how he moves with the football in his hand. He is one of my favorite draft picks from the Kansas City Chiefs this year. And if he can get going in preseason, he may just find himself playing in the regular season also. With that, Chiefs Kingdom, those are my 5 players I'm going to be dialed into coming into Saturday. As I mentioned, we go on live. I'm excited to see you all there. Let's have fun. Let's talk good Kansas City Chiefs football. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. We do have a live stream coming for Banner Night as well. I got a lofty goal of 2,000 subscribers. Let's make it real. Let's have a good time. Also, please be sure to like this video. Hit that big thumbs up. I'm checking out. Y'all take care. Peace.